dead, black man.
Today we will explore the risky and unethical side of personal behavior in relation to hate speech and racism on the internet. The expanding amount of personal hate sites, as well as videos on sharing sites such as YouTube and personal groups on Facebook, are expanding and spreading messages of hate globally. The World Wide Web has dramatically increased the space for extremist groups who have posted messages of hate which are becoming more and more accessible to the public. Researcher Laura Leitz points towards hate-based websites having grown dramatically in recent years. One researcher, Lindsay Arendt, believes that there's no question that the net is one of the key factors in the growth of hate groups. These groups are reaching people who would have never been exposed to it otherwise. Mediums such as YouTube and Facebook are allowing a growing rate of people to connect and search these different types of hate groups. On Facebook, there are now multiple hate groups that have been created for anyone to join, such as I Hate Israel, created by Zahir Bustami with 618 members, or Saif Amar Kamal's group, We All Hate Israel, We're Proud, with 550 members. Another set of hate groups found on Facebook are the anti-homosexual or Christian groups. There are forums on these groups that speak openly about their hate for gay people and against gay marriages. One forum is called Hatespeech and Homosexuality, which follows a sermon published by a local newspaper about the evils of the gay community. On the homepage of a group called Homosexuality is a Crime, it states that God created Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Therefore, homosexuals cannot possibly be human and should all be put on an island and blown up. What types of hate speech can we expect to find on the internet? When reading the article Responses to Internet Hate Sites, Is Speech Too Free in Cyberspace?, researcher Laura Leitz cites the four main groups on the internet today. First, the white supremacist group.
In fact, right now our country is being brought down by niggers, spics, and Jews.
Second, the neo-Nazis.
And now Bush, the lying bastard, wants our troops to go to Iran and die for the Jews!
Third, the skinheads. And fourth, the Christian identity movement.
The Bible and Jesus really hates homosexuals.
Should hate speech be protected? In both the United States and Canada, we have government documents protecting freedom of speech. In the U.S., the First Amendment, and in Canada, Section 2B of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. In both cases, the government has the legal right to infringe on our rights and freedoms, and one of these infringements is hate speech. We see in the article, The First Amendment Protects Yahoo, Judge Jeremy Fogel ruled that many internet users in the United States often make postings or create content that would violate laws in other countries, yet he ruled that these are protected by the First Amendment. But where are the ethics behind these groups? Will it happen to you? It is a public right to express your opinion freely, but could it be potentially harmful to your career, to your future? The counterargument. Many of these groups simply see themselves as doing the right thing by informing their listeners of what they believe is right. In Stephen Newman's paper, Liberty, Community, and Censorship, Hate Speech and Freedom of Expression in Canada and U.S., he writes that speech itself is not enough to convict, and that there must be an immediate threat of violence flowing from the message. Also, those who promote hatred are no different from persons who wish to promote a revolutionary political program. The biggest dilemma, therefore, is who can regulate the internet, and what content is acceptable. Goyle Praveen, who wrote Congress Fumbles with the Internet, believes that given the internet is a unique medium, a central legal concern is whether current laws can accommodate the internet. As we continue down the path into what Marshall McLuhan would call the global village, or look at the internet as Habermas would call it, a public space to communicate, where do we draw the lines on personal and ethical behavior? Will racism on the internet be persecuted, or will the internet remain an open means to communicate any and all information?